Hi friends, welcome back for another Accent Quickie. I'm your host, actor and speech coach Kelli Ruttle, and today's accent is Hungarian. In this video, we'll cover 4 phonetic sounds that make the Hungarian accent distinguishable from others and how you can make those sounds happen, whether you're here for an audition or here because you're curious. Welcome. Let's get started. This accent is actually very near and dear to my heart because, despite looking like I belong in The Quiet Man, I am half Hungarian on my mother's side. And while Hungarian was spoken by my grandparents in their house and the houses of their siblings, they only ever taught me 2 phrases. Number 1, how are you? Hogy vagy? And one rather vulgar term, which I will delightfully save until the end of the video. Until then, important Hungarian sound number 1, to ah. The sound, as in cup and some, becomes in Hungarian, as in spa. The change is rather simple. From you're going to leave the jaw where it is and simply widen the corners of the mouth slightly, going from to ah. That means that cup and some become cup, some. It's subtle, but significant. Let's try some more. Up, rum, other, dove, Monday, drunk, London. Uncle Rusty is younger than his brother. Wonderful. Moving on. Important Hungarian sound number 2, to e. The sound, as in lit and simple, becomes e in Hungarian. From you're going to close in the jaw a little bit and widen the corners of the mouth, going from to e. E. This means that lit and simple become lit, simple. Let's try some more. Heap, beat, critic, India, little, different, issue, mirror. Lean's sister picked the garlic that she wished. Terrific. Moving on. Important Hungarian sound number 3, handling the TH sounds. There is no TH sound in the Hungarian language, but while other foreign speakers will either stick with an S and Z or T and D pairing when that happens, Hungarians shake it up a little bit. Most unvoiced TH sounds, as in think and thorough, become S in Hungarian. Sink, soro. The voiced TH sound, as in this and them, becomes D. Dis, dem. You might hear some exceptions to this rule, depending upon how long the Hungarian speaker has been speaking English, but let's do some practice words with what happens most frequently. Thankful, certi, soro, through, birthday, Northwest. What did you think? Did you both like a month in the country? Did you notice how I handled the voiced TH on the, turning it into D? Let's try some more of those. This, that, da, then, though, rather, another. If you are seeding, there is a way to soothe this breathing. And likewise, hopefully you noticed how I used the S for the unvoiced TH on the word with. Let's go on to the last sound. Important Hungarian sound number 4, W to V. There is also no W in the Hungarian language, so they will use V in its place when speaking English. Vid, vit, sve, 20, squeak, wander, ven, wood. Which vine would Gwendolen wish for? And there you have it. 4 phonetic changes that will give you a great head start on mastering the Hungarian accent. Just a couple of more tips and tricks before you go. The Hungarian accent has a very melodious flow in its speech pattern, and they use many different resonance chambers when they speak. For example, Russian speakers resonate from down here in the belly, and they don't really move. American speakers are a little bit more up here in the nasal and cheek cavity, but Hungarian speakers, they sort of go all over the place. They'll sometimes speak down here, they'll sometimes go up in the head, so feel very open and free in that regard. There is also no unstressed, thrown away schwa syllable when Hungarians speak. Each vowel sound, no matter the substitution, is given proper pronunciation. For example, this word. An American might throw away the first syllable and simply say, today. To. Hear how there's no stress on it, there's hardly any vowel form, it's just kind of thrown away. Today. A Hungarian won't throw away that first syllable. A Hungarian will pronounce that word today. It's a very subtle change, but you hear the versus oo. Today. Today. Have fun. And as promised, the vulgar Hungarian phrase that was often spoken at my family gatherings was azapad sege. I can't tell you what it means in case kids are watching, but feel free to use Google Translate. Thank you, Nudge and Nudgepa. Now, there are more Hungarian sounds that you can learn, so if you're interested in studying the dialect further, or if you had any questions about what we covered in today's video, you can always find me at speakthespeech.net and reach out via the contact form. You can also, if you found this video helpful, consider donating a cup of coffee in the link below. In the meantime, thanks so much for tuning in, be safe and well, and break a leg.